Please don't let this be what I think it is. As you know by now, Typewriters and Cauldron Lake do not mix. And a room full of them all clacking away. 100% bad news. This keycard won't get me in.
Well, we can enter this one. Typewriter brand investigation. Investigation into the precise brand and model of the typewriter used by Alan Wake with the intent to use this particular brand for redacted and the ATDs continues to be unsuccessful. Sources contact with discretion. Wake's publishing house result no useful information. Wake's agent refused to discuss client matters. Wake's spouse refuses to discuss redacted no useful information. Checked all available online interviews, publications, elements pertaining to Alan Wake. No useful information. The relevant team will continue to explore alternate sources of information. The ATDs will continue to operate with the available typewriters until Wake's preferred brand is known. Theoretically, replacing Alan Wake's style replicating Alan Wake's style of writing with the same brand of typewriter used by the author should yield optimal results. The project director has indicated that a similar investigation should be launched into the brand and type of ink used in Wake's typewriter. Is it not me, or does this look like a page? Potentially. Do not copy Wake manuscript pages. Are we gonna get a manuscript monster? Oh hey, there's a little computer at the back of each one. Ink status 0. Do none of these have ink? It would be crazy if there was one with ink.
March 7th, 2018. Notes regarding Dr. Emil Hartman, founder of the Cauldron Lake Lodge, where he manipulated artists in an attempt to control the power of the shadow. I've gone through his notes, which were confiscated by the Bureau after his arrest in 2010. Overall, Hartman's work was sloppy. Complete disregard for proper scientific method. But he was bold enough to try something we haven't. Our procedural writing machines are promising, but we could understand the effects of Cauldron Lake's threshold much better by observing live artists in action. Thanks to Hartman, we even have a list of prospects. Next step is to send Dr. Darling a request to bring some into the lake house for analysis.
Context of Wake's manuscript. We have begun to find pages from the manuscript very likely written by Alan Wake. Utilitarian and subject in past case involving Cauldron Lake AWE. Though I do not like to bring myself or my biases into my work, I must do so here to address the matter being examined. As reference for any future readers, I am Dr. Diana Mormont, co-head researcher of the Lake House facility. The pages we recently found summarize my life with Julius, husband and co-researcher. It has turned us into characters for a story, making generalizations and assumptions that I must attempt to evaluate without emotion or prejudice. The accuracy of the writing is intriguing. It reports our past in the Bureau, but also details inner thoughts that an outside recorder would have no way of knowing. Julius and I have indeed been having more and more interpersonal conflict this past year. This raises many questions. How does Wake, whether he is writing this form or getting whether he is writing this from getting his information, or was the page itself determining these emotions and events? I cannot believe that the scope of Wake's ability goes so far as to have dictated my entire career at the FBC. And if it did, would it matter? Even if a person knew their life was being driven by an external force, would it change their nature, their behavior, their personality? My disagreement with Julius is not sudden shifts in personality, but rather a growing resentment. I firmly believe that, though I have no evidence of proof to prove it, which brings me to a new research query for our team. What methodology can one use to prove that their actions, their mind, their love, or animosity is theirs to control? So this has been going on since 2018, at least. Probably said earlier in different pages, but I wasn't really paying too much attention. This one's locked with a clearance 2. Oh. We got some splatters. We got some people.
Shit.
We got a shotgun.
Never say no to extra firepower. Back where I started. Spatial recurrence. Usually observes the law of 3.
September 12, 2023. Notes regarding a page of an Alan Wake manuscript I found in the archives. I checked the records, and this page is not.
Yeah, it seems like everything else is the same.
This contrived overlap rebounded on itself, compressing, compounding, reflecting, and refracting. An urban legend and a murder in constant imbalance. Cause and effect hopelessly tangled. Arranged wrong, the dream logic flawed, the feedback loop doubled and redoubled, out of control. The pressure kept building, looking for release. This contrived overlap rebounded on itself.
This is going to be annoying to
Compressing,
read.
compounding, reflecting, and refracting. An urban legend.
Edward Franklin
constant
Booker,
imbalance. Cause and effect hopelessly.
born in New York, currently resides in New York.
Arranged wrong.
Married to Timmy.
Logic flawed. The feedback
Uh,
loop doubled and
Tammy-
redoubled, out of control.
Tamitha
The
Booker,
pressure kept
No known children or dependents. No power criminal affection found. Location of Bright Falls.
Contrived overlap.
Item director of 5... Oh yeah, this is the guy! Ed.
Compressing, compounding, reflecting, and refracting.
And Tamantha. The Bookers. Right, yes,
And
yes.
murder in constant imbalance.
5-stage plays unsuccessful.
Hopelessly tangled.
Confirmed artist
Arranged wrong.
designation author playwright. Disclaimer. Background investigation performed
Control.
in a very short amount of time per...
Looking for release.
Writer Edward.
This contrived
Author 3
rebound
commercially successful true crime books. First publication
compounding.
was a poetry collection, unsuccessful.
An urban legend and a murder in
Right, she did true crime stuff.
cause and effect.
I knew there were more. I remembered they were both something. I just couldn't remember what she wrote.
This contrived overlap.
I wonder if those numbers have changed.
Shadow is here. I think brought a flashlight.
I'm so bad at this game. I need to hit their heads. Ow. That was close. I'm so bad at this game. I have a shotgun. I need to get just a bit closer.
Some staff down there had been corrupted. Shit just kept getting worse.
Well, that's not a good start. Used up all my pistol ammo. I am very rusty. Hang on. I think it's different. Wait. Oh great, now we can't leave. At least we're getting some stuff back. Say some stuff. We got a decent amount of supplies from all that. Sadly, no extra shotgun.
September 12th, 2023. Notes regarding a page of an hourly manuscript.
No, these definitely seem the same. Yeah, okay.
Loop 3. Should be the last one.
The author's clearly awake. It's like he's warning us. But about what? I mean, what does it mean? This page scared Jules away from the work on Wake's writing. A coward can't stand risk. Science is risk. For me, this is proof that we are going in the right direction. I just need Rudolph Lane's paintings to lead to more pages so that hopefully one day we can understand. I keep coming back to this page. The author's clearly awake. It's like he's warning us. But about what? I mean, what does it mean? This page scared Jules away from the work on Wake's writing.
More shells. Our shotgun is... yes. Okay. Just want to make sure it's ready to go. Still glad we get to play as Estevez. I liked her. Oh.
What is that?
Is that the painting again?
Locked. Maybe there's another way in.
It's all very trippy. I love it. Okay, I'll bite.
Controllable shifting phenomena.
Oh, right, that bit. Not entirely sure where we need this, but we will clearly need it. I'm assuming it's just over here, yeah. So that's opened. Oh. Right, okay. I will admit, I'm unsure as to what I'm doing. Oh, correction. I'm unsure as to why we're doing this. Just so we need both of these here. Ah! I didn't see that before. Ah! Oh hey, painting.
You again.
How's it going?
What happened to you? Did the people here do this to you? You said marmots before. Do they do this? Where are they now? Tell me where they are. Christ.
What about Alan Wake?
It's fixated on the marmots. What did they do?
We didn't get a key.
A threshold is the connection between a foreign reality and our own. Now, they all have their own rules, strange as they are, but the further down I went, the more chaotic this one got. Clearly, this was the Cauldron Lake threshold, but something was wrong. Well, more wrong than usual.
Sublevel
Level-wide lockdown in effect. Please remain calm.
Holding an
Level-wide
observation.
lockdown in effect. Please remain calm.
Shouldn't be humming. It's against the rules. Acquisition team is hereby approved to acquire additional research subjects for ongoing study related to Project Arbutus, a lake house facility. Prioritize outcomes as ordered below. Both subjects brought to Lake House for studying. Her work is more commercially successful, thus more likely to yield results based on proven cases. Less successful than Tamantha, but theatre is more widely recognised as art than true crime novels. Observe the subjects at a distance and only move to acquire if the opportunity arises. Under no circumstances can this operation draw the attention of local law enforcement.
Finally,
Oh.
someone who is into painting. Hey, hello. Who are you?
Sorry, got a flow going. Can we do this later?
No, we cannot. I'm Agent Kieran Estevez. I'm with the government, and I need your name.
I'm Ed Booker, the playwright. And I'm hitting my stride here, so can you guys stop with all that banging and screaming? It's throwing me off.
Where do you think you are right now?
In an immersive writing workshop.
Well, bad news, it's not a writing workshop. Good news, it's not a writing workshop.
Right. It's a government facility studying the power of creativity. That makes way more sense.
Look around you. How is this a workshop?
You have to stay in character. I get that. I'm in the theater business too. And look, the sets, the costumes, all great in that, you know, campy, 70s sci-fi kind of way. But you could dial down the role-playing like 15-20%. Just some professional advice.
What are you even doing? What are you writing?
Well, after you all abducted me in the woods, I've been working on this manuscript you gave me because you need it for some experiment or something. I kind of forget the premise. But, you know, I've had this block lately, and filling in the gaps of this story has really loosened me up. Copying the style is a nice constraint, but I still have lots of room to play. It's a solid creative exercise.
Sir, whether you are aware of it or not, there is a situation here. I need you to stay in your cell until I can resolve the matter, okay?
Uh-huh, got it. Hey, no one's been around with food for a while. I could go for some dinner when you have a second. Oh, and can I get my phone back? I want to call my wife. I don't know how Tammy found you guys, but she killed it. 5 stars all around.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Monsters represent capitalism, which means the flashlight is the power of the artist. Sheer creativity tearing through the shadowy cloak of corporate cookie-cutter bullshit. Kill a metaphor.
Booker's writing. The first piece of content produced by the subject is severely disappointing. It's not remotely similar in content to the wiki pages we provided as reference. Why is it so focused on marriage? Why is Julius the protagonist? Why is it set in actual lake house cabin? And what is happening at the end? What the hell is in the sky?
Climate change, oppression, the disenfranchisement of immigrant minority populations. Lots of heavy themes in a dark sci-fi wrapper. Love it.
Did anyone brief Brooke of the concept he's about to write? The lake house, the shadow. We need him to match Wake's style exactly. It's not going to work if he has no clue what he's writing about. We need to get this sorted. We need progress now. And why isn't he taking this seriously? When I spoke to him, he thought I was an actor. I want him to understand how serious we are, wherever it takes. Continues the story from page AW002. Match the tone, style and content of AW02 as closely as possible. The crack is an emotional one, a line right through their marriage, their foundation, their lake house. These thoughts are more flawed and more flooded Julius' mind as he stared out the lake house's cottage windows. The sun was setting on a stormy day. Main heavy clouds hung low, weighed down with the burden of purpose. Diana sat in her favorite chair, desk chair, sitting across the lake's rippling surface. She watched the breeze catch her acorn hair as she sensed his gazing. As if sensing his gaze, she turned her head. Julius looked away, frustrated and annoyed with himself for letting her affect him this way. He grabbed a bottle of red wine, pouring himself a generous serving. And he kept pouring, his mind distracted by a thought. How did we get here? He had been at the lab, running an experiment. Then why are they here? Then they were here. Why? He remembered thinking that a break from the lab would get them space to reconnect, to mend the crack. But he couldn't remember leaving. Wine was flowing over the rim of the cup, though he didn't notice. He put down the bottle, scanning the lake. A faint shimmer hung in the air on the far sides of the lake, like lights hitting glass. The sort of thing you only notice if you look at it. He felt like he had seen this somewhere before, but where? Julius. Diana's cry snapped Julius back to the present. She was staring up at the sky in panic. Deep shadow crept across the lake. Julius ran to the door. To his wife. Immediately went to the wrong direction. Like a computer before, thanks. A gentle reminder that not allergies are serious health issues, and making light of them is not appropriate work behavior for anyone of any serious seniority level. Bringing nuts to the office is a health risk and you should avoid for everyone's safety. Thanks. Pie Day. To celebrate the arrival of fall, I bought a variety of seasonal pies for the local dinner, and you all seem to love so much. The members of the project runners can come and enjoy them in the lobby near my office. All other staff should visit the other Dr. Mount's office to see if she bought pie. Also, despite the ridiculous dynamics of last year, I purchased the delicious pecan-filled pies. Okay. So this happened, and then, hey, don't bring pies. A significant amount of black rock missing from sub-level 5. I expect this to be a misunderstanding and someone has taken it to another floor by mistake. If you did this report, respond to this message and we'll fix the problem. It's precious material. We only have so much of it now with the oldest house being closed. Julius just sent a memo asking us to spy on his wife's project. Remember when we just made fun of his stupid project name and science factoids? Simpler times. If he really did that, Diana's gonna slit his throat if she finds out. Haha. Those two are such a hot mess. I got drinks with Harry last night and he told me Julius is withholding wake pages from Diana's team. He told her they went missing. Crazy shit. Mentioned the two are thinking about asking for a transfer. Oh, you two are. You really want to leave me alone here? We could have weekly gossip calls, promise. Is there anyone on this side?
I wonder what happened here.
Oh.
Jules Marmont looked at the painting. He didn't understand it, saw only random whirls of color. Drug and Lane made him more compliant, but his work had turned abstract. Jules needed more art his team could parse, could test, trial and error. These abstract explosions of color complicated the data. His grip tightened around the letter opener in his hand. The piece of art he needed was hidden inside Lane. If Jules could simply cut the painter open and pull the painting out of him, he would. The overhead lights flickered. Jules would make Lane cooperate. No more drugs. Less carrot, more stick. Jules had to go faster. He wouldn't lose to Diana. Nothing else mattered.
Well, that's ominous.
I can't paint anymore. I know you want me to paint, but I can't. I'm empty.
Rudolph, no. You love to paint. And you are such a talent. This is just the classic artist slump.
No. I hate it. It's just taking from me now. When can I leave? You said you'd let me leave.
Ah, Rudolph, but you volunteered to come, remember? We are helping you, like Dr. Hartman did. Perhaps you need to see our doctor? I can arrange that.
No, that's... I am feeling better. Much better. I will paint.
Ah, this is wonderful to hear, Rudolph. I knew you would come back to your old self.
I wonder if he was someone from Alan Wake 1, one of the artists in the Hartman's place. Rudolph Lane, subject P, has shown a decline in blank over the past several months. Initially, this redacted presented as an increase in resistance, frequently declining requests for work. However, given time and pressure, subject would always relent. Subject attitude towards art has also undergone a change recently. He is disinterested in his work, quickly becoming frustrated at something, sometimes even damaging or destroying the piece before it's completed. The past few months, his work has become much more abstract, no longer showing true-to-life subjects or landscapes, but rather conceptual art that is much harder to define or categorize. Whether this sudden interest in abstraction was a form of rebellion or consequences of growing blank, or source of general artistic interest is unknown. As of yesterday, subject refuses to touch his supplies. He claims he will not paint anymore and wishes to leave. The subject's refusal has effectively halted all research. While the team can continue to run tests on the backlog of paintings, they estimate there is little new information to gain. The subject must continue to paint if work is to proceed. However, the team is concerned that convincing the subject with force or coercion may only entrench him further in his position. Dr. Julius, head researcher and project lead, has suggested that a high dose of blank to be introduced to the subject's food to cure his blank. If subject's attitude does not improve, then low doses of will introduced in order to prove his compliance. Oh, good. Drug the artist. That's sure to be good. There are a lot of notes in this. Wall removal and transport. Lane cell. Section of the cell's southern wall needs to be removed for transport to sub-level 5 for analysis. Urgency high. It's not my job to know which tools you use to cut concrete wall. It's your job. Upon the wall must be moved very carefully. Painting on the interior wall must not be damaged. Is that the face we keep seeing? And that's this area. Man, I love the detail in this game. In these worlds. Oh. Like bathrooms. I did forget that there were just people around.
Well, there's the elevator. How do I get in? Won't open while the floor's on lockdown.
Ah, good TV.
Shaded. Hope that glass is thick.
Oh, there's a container I missed. Ah, I see it now. Ooh, there's also this I missed. And I was, you know, lied to. Oh, no. I just feel bad in these cases. I feel like I should have fought first. Like, I'm not going to open them yet. I'm only going to get nothing. But if I wait until after I've encountered whatever... then I might be able to get stuff from them. Hmm. %0 effort today. Hello. At night? Nothing in the fridge. Pistachios. I feel like you probably shouldn't be propping these doors open, just saying. I know I should probably, like, not check these, but I also don't mind risking it sometimes. Control center. The center for control. Beep. There's level 2. But we need level 3. There's level 2, but we need level 3.
How many paintings did they have this guy make?
Sorry, just a quick yawn and stretch. From painting session on redacted. Black circular shape among yellow lines, an uneven circle painted on dark black in the foreground with jagged yellow / brown mustard lines. Behind it, lines sometimes overlap with each other and or bleed into the black circle. Lone tree at night, a dark green tree, pine standing on a dark landscape, presumably night. Empty road in forest, a dark grey streak across a dark green landscape, presumably a forest at night. The grey streak is likely the road due to its location, colour, and the way its width reduces as in line with the perspective. A small white shape in the road could be a page of writing by Alan Wake. Relevant teams have been informed and are searching for this site now in an attempted page retrieval. Yellow crescent shape on black canvas a curved yellow shape on a roughly crescent shape painted onto an otherwise empty canvas, possibly a crescent moon or banana unfinished piece. Three red, yellow, and green circles. 3 uneven circles, 1 red, 1 yellow, 1 green, roughly arranged in a vertical line. Background is black/grey with dark red streaks along the border, possibly a traffic light. Cityscape with blue-grey skies, grey vertical shapes lining the skyline of a city in the bottom third of the canvas with a vivid blue-grey sky. Geometric shapes painting in thin lines can barely be made out among the city of skies. I wonder if these are any references to things. I'm trying to think what they could be. Black void. A deep black void covering the entire canvas with small speckle of dark or light grey able to be seen on close inspections. Large visible variety of black spirals. A large number of rough spirals painted in black, ranging in size from that of a quarter to a basketball. Though the canvas appears quite covered, it is black aside from the spirals. Blank aside from the spirals. There. Brown shape with horns. A brown shape, vaguely triangular, with what are presumably horns extended from the shape, likely an animal head, presumably a deer or elk, black background. I definitely see... Right, okay. Let's pick this up.
A higher access card. Sorry, but I need this.
Because we need the first 4 digits. See, I just need to be more like that. I made that reservation for anniversary, which I certainly never forget, was a week from this Friday. Week from this Friday. September the 14th. Leaving us together now that the hypocrites have banned inter-office relationship. Okay. A week from this Friday, so the 22nd of September. Well, I was saying that the 2023 is in bold, so we'll see about that. Urgent to computer password. All computer passwords must be reset daily. There are security concerns. I know what happened to Trachea. Julius fucking fired her. Anyway, she was way too vocal in last week's all-hands meeting. She had valid concerns. That man is a tyrant. Speaking up about safety is no reason to fire someone. Can you actually believe this new password policy? What security concerns are they even talking about? We're a fenced-off government bunker in the middle of nowhere. I think they're getting paranoid. Anyway, I set the security terminal's new office like the memo suggested. Our anniversary is the base numbers, then Black Void. Yeah. The moms are losing it. Big surprise. I bet Dan has set Julia's background to a big old turd or something. Once again, making their shitty marriage everyone else's problem. The password you set didn't work. Black Void's 44, right? From the list of Lane's paintings. I need to get in or this is going to be a total waste of a Wednesday. That's right, yeah, so I guess you're telling me you don't know when our anniversary is. Good luck with that. Today's password is the date of our special unforgettable anniversary, plus brown shape with horns. Love you. Maintain that seeing a movie together does not. Maintain that seeing a movie together does not begin a relationship. So apparently he was under the impression that when they saw a movie, or when they went on a date to the movies or something, is when they started. Okay, so Brown was 25. So would this be 09, 22, 25?
There. Without HQ, more situations like this are gonna fall through the cracks.
Attention all staff. There's a significant amount of black rock missing from sub-level 5. Expect a misunderstanding. Please remember to lock your computer before leaving your station for any amount of time.
I'm glad someone here stood up to him.
Remind because I have serious concerns about security protocol being disregarded across the facility. I've collected a lot of violations that I've personally observed. I can send this to you. My opinion is the matter is that both Dr. and Dr. Marmont are driving this facility staff into progressively more reckless behavior. In your opinions, all factory operators and safety measures are under the preview of the head research. If you have a complaint, please file directly to them and contact the Bureau Active Management team in Dallas. I thought we reported to the Active Management team in Kansas. No. I've reached out to them about the issue multiple times and gotten a response. Even if they did respond, all we know that they don't have the staff to investigate every internal issue after the oldest house went into lockdown. Excuse me. I believe the Mounts are knowingly using the state of chaos to their advantage. Our treatment of research subject is a clear violation of the Ash Act. These are punishable offences. If you do not open internal investigation, then I will resign. Okay.
Lockdown lifted. You are now safe to resume working.
Estevez, come in.
Oh.
Facility. Sublevel 1. You copy?
No, turn back. Area is extremely hostile. Fucking radios. They're on floor 1. I'll need help.
I'm sure they'll be fine.